Good afternoon. My name is Ricky Duke. I'm an Innovation Low Carbon Network Engineer for Western Power Distribution. For those of you who aren't familiar with WPD, we are the distribution network operator in the East and West Midlands, South West and South Wales. And Graham put it perfectly. So obviously National Grid are sort of the motorways, and with the other bit, the bit that gets you from the motorway to your door. So we own sort of the 132 kV network right the way down to the low voltage network to the up to the meter in your house. So obviously EVs are going to have a massive impact on our network, particularly on the lower voltage end of the network. I'm just going to run you through some of the things we've been working on and we're doing to try and get ready for electric vehicles. So EV adoption, we've done some forecasting throughout our 4 licence areas, and by 2030 we're sort of estimating around about 3 million vehicles. So in simple terms, based on about 12,500 miles per year, your EV will use the same amount of energy as your home. So we're looking at potentially doubling our demand on our network. That's before we look at electrification of heat, but that's a story for another day. Next year, obviously we're expecting a big boom in EVs. This year, the Kia e-Niro was what car of the year, and also there's a massive drop in sort of BIC tax next year. So already, I know quite a few people that have got their names in for EVs for next year. So we're expecting a massive boom to be seen on our network. We were the first distribution network operator to release our electric vehicle strategy. So we put this together to outline what we're going to do and to give some sort of transparency for people who want to connect chargers to our network. So we've put in our forecasts and our assumptions, some technical considerations for people that want to connect to our network. So depending on the types of charger they want to install or the amounts of chargers, how much they can expect to pay and how much lead times will be for connections. We do have reinforcement to do on our network before we can put large-scale rollout. And obviously our plans to support connections as well, and some of the innovation we're doing. We've actually got a really large innovation portfolio, 10 or so projects now just on EV. We have sort of 40-50 wider projects looking at capacity across our network. So we're trying to be forward-thinking in this. So making use of what we've got already. So we've got enough network to feed our 7.9 million customers, and we've gone through and we've calculated and looked what's already there, and most of our ground-mounted transformers will have enough capacity for everybody connected to it to have one 35 kilowatt charge every 5 days. So that's about 150 miles of range, and that will do most people. If you're like me, do that about a day. So some people will need some more energy than that, but on the whole, it's not in too bad a state. Engagement with local authorities. So we've been holding several sort of events to engage with local authorities, find out what their plans are. And early engagement's really key. So we've been talking a lot to Coventry and other local authorities in the West Midlands, and sort of looking forward to if they're going to sort of electrify public transport, taxi fleets, installing charging hubs. The sooner we know about these things, the sooner we can start to get the ball rolling with reinforcement and making the network suitable. Engagement with government. So we've been working with OLEV and BEIS in sort of sharing the learnings from our innovation projects, and also responding to some of the consultations that they've put out as well. We're currently running some super fast electricity projects in Wales. So we're trialling mandating 3-phase everywhere, doing away with single-phase connections altogether, which means you can have a much faster charge at home, and it's also much better for the network balancing. And we've also been very active engaging with the EV Energy Task Force. Which is on that, okay. So, accommodating EV demands. Some of you in the room might be familiar with Electric Nation. It was our sort of our big project to understand how EVs were going to affect the distribution network. So it's actually the world's largest domestic smart charging trial. That's just wrapped up now. So we're getting some really good learning out of that, some really good data on how people charge at home and the effects on the network. Do check out our website. I haven't got probably time to go through it now, but yeah, do check out our website. The report's just come out on there. So we're looking also at charging hubs, retrofitting filling stations, that kind of type setup, so how we can accommodate that. And obviously trialling some new gear, basically grey boxes, new types of transformer, which will give us more capacity for people to charge on the network. So innovation projects, like I said, we've got quite a big portfolio, including EV projects. Back in 2009, we did the cable project, which was a really early demonstrator of electric vehicles. Back in 2009, there wasn't much choice, there wasn't many EVs on the road. So we sort of kicked it off with that. We then did electric boulevards over in Milton Keynes. So we trialled wireless charging for buses. So we installed some wireless charging pads under bus stops, and we trialled a whole system where the bus can stop, it would charge and just get you to the next one. That worked. In 2016, we developed Electric Nation, which was the world's largest domestic smart charging trial. And like I say, we now understand much better how EVs are going to affect the network and what we need to do to compensate this. And like I say, we're now progressing the super-fast electricity projects over in Wales, which we hope to share some early results with sort of early next year. Future innovation projects. We've got a load of stuff in the pipeline as well. EV technology is moving very, very quickly. So again, EV filling stations. We've got a whole new load of technology that we want to trial. So new transformers, new ways of connecting these sites up to the network, and also smart homes, coupling EV charging with sort of energy storage in our super fast electricity projects. Connect and manage. Some of you.
That's the test.
That's the test. I wasn't aware of that, but I missed this morning's session. So connect and manage, we're currently rolling this out as business as usual. This is our sort of backstop, if you like. So we get asked a lot of what's going to happen when 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the whole road buys EVs. EVs can pop up much quicker than we can reinforce the network. So we do have a backstop solution that we can deploy to load managed chargers. Obviously, deploying a solution similar to that would then trigger a reinforcement scheme. So we are rolling that as BAU at the moment. We're looking at rolling out self-assessment on our website or with the ENA. So users can go onto our website. I want to connect a charger to my home. Is this possible? Yes, you can get a connection, or no, you need to go and have a chat to one of our planners. So we're looking at streamlining that, particularly when we're looking at sort of 250,000 installations within the next few years. And we're also looking at hub charging and deploying some of those within our license area.